Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Political Brown Kid here, back again with another love and relationship dating discussion. And this one kind of piggybacks off of the video that I just made. It's in regards to, women having more dating options than men. Because you're hearing a lot of brothers online, because that's the channels that I watch. I watch, particularly black channels on YouTube. And a lot of these brothers, I think, are pretty delusional. They're thinking that men have more options than women, or that we have more options, period, and that we have options and we can take women or leave them. I don't believe that. And again, I think that it goes off of experience. I think everyone's experience are different. Maybe a lot of these brothers just have a lot more swag than I do. Maybe a lot of these brothers are in a different demographic. Especially if you're younger, maybe you do have more options. But I'm in my 40s, and maybe they're in a different looks and build category, because I do have a little bit of a stomach. I do. And I do have I'm not the handsomest guy in the world. I'm just an average looking brother. I think perhaps possibly even below average the way I'm getting treated. But what I want to say is that this video is going to be particularly targeted towards black men, because I think black men think that they're the prize, at least from these content creators that are online. And a reality check is we're not. We're just not. When you look at, I would say comparatively, and normally I don't do comparisons because I don't even think about white men or white culture. Really don't. I don't compare myself to them. I don't think about them, but I'm going to do a comparative today. Is that when you look at white men having fun. They have options, because when you look at every culture on planet Earth, when you look at Asian culture will always say marry a white person. Or some people say marry light. That means marry white for the most part. But all cultures, Indian culture pushes to marry white or to marry light. When you're looking at all of these other cultures, everyone pushes for you to, lighten up or to go white, because white is the predominant culture. The Western European culture is the dominant culture on planet Earth. It just is. And so when you look at white men, they can date. They're dating whomever they want to date. Now you look online, the sisters are all chasing white men. Where the white men at? Where the white men? Where the white men? I want me a white man. And the only reason why they really ain't catching them like that is because sisters have deficiencies in their personality that prevent them from getting one. Aesthetically, they have deficiencies comparative to other women on the planet. And meaning by that, they're bigger. A lot of them, they wearing a lot of wigs and all that other stuff, and a lot of cultures aren't ready for that. Their natural hair just isn't more appealing to those other cultures than it is to, to us. So they don't have those options aesthetically, because, and again, like I say, a lot of them are just out of shape. And then their behavior, their demeanor, they just can't cross over. When you see the sisters that have crossed over, those sisters are slim. Those sisters are, they're not as aggressive. They're not aggressive. They're cooperative. They fit that whole mold of what a guy's looking for. And so those are the sisters that are able to cross over. But back to the white guys, when you look at them, they date all of the women on the planet. They date Indian women, Asian women, black women, their own white women. They're not, but they're invisible to their women too. They have to go through other things, mail order brides as well. But when you look at black men aren't in desire like that. We're just not. Hell, our own women are trying to divest in us. Our own women are fighting with us. Our own women are publicly, not only just fighting with us, they're publicly fighting with us. I don't want to date a black. You got Cynthia G out here talking about black men. And not just her, but it's a whole bunch of other women talking about black men. You have white women aren't checking for us all like that. The only white women that are checking for black men are usually the white women that the white men do not want, or the Asian women that Asian men do not want. They're usually the ones in their group, and trust me, they're usually the ones in their group. They're heavy set. They're either a heavyset white woman or a heavyset Asian woman, or they're a less attractive Asian woman, a less attractive white woman, or they're from those groups and they come from like group homes, or they come from low income families. They come from just the ghettos of their neighborhood, and they have bad attitudes, bad personalities, so they gravitate towards our culture. Because our culture, they're like, okay, this will fly over in their culture, it won't fly over in my culture. And those are the ones that you see. And it's very rare the black men that are able to get white women or non-black women, they're the ones who are either athletes and actors and entertainers, the ones who, that they're in the limelight, so they have the credentials and the financials that will make them a lot more attractive to those other women. Those are the ones that are able to cross, or they're like, they've climbed the corporate ladder and they're like six-figure guys. And when I say six-figure, I mean they're like $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 on up. Those are the guys that are able to, and also they've lived in that type of white world. Right? They've lived in that type of white world. They talk with a particular cadence. They talk with a particular, dialect. They use particular jargon. Those are the ones. But you're not going to find just a regular black man being able to go up to a regular white woman and think that he's going to get some numbers and think that he's going to get some dates and get them to fall in love with him. He's just not. So that's why I'm making this video to you black men. You don't listen to these guys that are online talking about you have options and you have this and you have that. The only thing that these guys are encouraging you to do is to travel, get a passport. Think about this. They're basically saying that we're so undesirable that 100 million women in your own country don't want you, that you have to get a passport and travel 3,000 miles, 5,000 miles, 8,000 miles, all the way to another third world country. Because they're not telling you to go to Europe. They're not telling you to go there. They're not telling you to go to those populated places. They're telling you to go to a third world country to find a female. Now, I get why they're doing that. So let me, because I'm not trying to beat up on third world countries. But the reason why I'm saying that is because of this. Those women are going to have more traditional values. They're going to be looking at it because, trust me, poverty humbles people. And when you're living in the United States or you're living in a Western society, even over in Europe and all of that, these women have a lot of power and ambition and goals. Once again, that hypergamy, and I hate that term, but I have to use it. That hypergamy does kick in. So that's why you see so many Western societies, white men included, having problems with their counterparts, their female counterparts. So that's why they're going to these other countries to find more humbled women. It's not really necessarily because they're poor, it's because they have more traditional values. They're more humbled and level, and they can appreciate what this man has to offer financially, because these women in America and over in these other European countries, they're not impressed with us. So that's why they're encouraging you. But I just find it very sad that you have to say a man has to travel 3,000 plus miles outside of his own country to find someone that would be interested in him. And that's even specifically like for black men, it's like, well, where are you going to go? So now they're going over to these Dominican Republic and Brazil and all these places where women are just using you for your money. No one's really trying to get married to you. And then, what are you going to just stay over there in those other countries? You're going to Thailand. You're going to all of these other places. That's okay. That's fine, I guess. I mean, because I get it. You have to do things and you have to go places for love. Love is really what you need. But I'm just making this video to say that we're not in the desire or the demand that these guys online think that we are. So this is the political bracket, and I'm not trying to gas these women up, but this is just a fact because the women, they're controlling the access to relationships, but they're not giving us an opportunity. So once again, this is the political brown kid. Definitely hit the like and subscribe and leave comments. Take care.